Hello to your homegirls. What's up? Brace Face Chris here. If you saw my community tab, you know what's up. It's supposed to be makeup and coffee, but I have a kombucha. I'm trying to reel in the coffee consumption. My teeth are already stained because I drank coffee. So now that I'm in braces, clear braces, I'm trying to reel some stuff in. Let's get into it. e.l.f. Power Grip, the niacinamide variation. A couple things before I start speeding up. I want to say hi to everyone that just subbed. Hey. I'm so happy you're here. Please tap in below. Let me know what's up. Let me know how you're doing. Tell me your name. I'm here for community. I'm here to make friends, and I'm so happy you're here. I have a goal of 100 subs for the year, and I'm about at 61 right now, which makes me feel awesome. I'm over halfway there. I'm so excited that you're here. Please engage with me. That's why I'm here. Also, I post pretty regularly, and I feel like I haven't posted in a while, which makes me feel weird, but I have been recording. So I've been recording, and for some reason or other, I don't like the video and I don't want to post it. I used Blend Bunny Sickly Sweet for the first time. The look ended up popping. I'm probably going to put a picture on the screen, but during this part where I'm putting on the makeup, I looked cuckoo. I looked crazy. I can't post myself on the internet like that. I can't do it. I'm listening to, I think it's a John B radio on Spotify. Usher was playing, so I'm going to be jamming all throughout this. e.l.f. Halo Glow Filter. This is the darkest shade. I'm using it as a bronzer, and the theming for today's makeup is I want to be on vacation. So I'm trying to give bronze, trying to give warm, trying to give tans. It's giving April showers bring May flowers in March here in New York City. I haven't seen the sun in a little while, so yeah. I also really want to take a nice trip this year. I need it. I need to get out of the country. Need to be somewhere exploring, nice weather, learning, growing, expanding. I need to get up out of the city quick, fast, and in a hurry. I know I am, but I want it now. For base, I'm going to be using this Pacifica Light foundation. Mine is in the shade, I think, 05 Neutral Deep. And I tend not to use it because it goes orange on me, but that's kind of what I'm going for. I'm going for Loved On by the Sun, bronzed up, and this gives me that. I put way too much on that little hand palette. I didn't need all that. This foundation is absolutely beautiful. I love the finish of it. It's so liquidy and smoothing. It has a very good coverage on it. This is definitely a medium towards giving high. The coverage is kind of crazy, which is another reason that I don't reach for it. I'm more of a light coverage type of girl on like a regular day, but this is a beautiful foundation. I actually really like Pacifica. They make great product. I didn't really know about them until my friend put me on, and they're awesome. All right, so because that base has such a coverage on it, I felt like I lost my halo glow. So I'm going back in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. What color is mine in? I know I told y'all before, I'm having a blank. I don't remember. I'll put it up on the screen, but it's a neutral deep color. And I'm just trying to bring a little bit of bronzer back. I like to underpaint my cream bronzer. But again, we're going for tan and Loved On by the Sun here. All right, so this foundation is very liquidy, and it says shine free, but obviously that's not true. So I'm just trying to like pat it down with a sponge, get rid of a little bit of that shine with my sponge. For concealer, I'm going to go in with my Thread Concealer. This is in the color Tan Golden. It's a little bit way too bright for me, but I'm going to mix it with my Pat McGrath concealer in medium deep 23, and it kind of makes the perfect, not too obnoxiously bright concealer. And I'm going to be using a lot of my products that have the name tan in it because I'm trying to give tan. All right, while I get that together, I do want to say that if you are interested in my braces, I'm 100% going to be sharing the journey. Let's talk back to this thread though. Like, that's a very tight concealer. Like, you really have to work quickly. I highly recommend it to girls with oily skin. It's serious. And I just got the thread Hydra Matte setting spray, so I use that to blend. All right, this is an e.l.f. stand account, and that is the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush in the shade Barbados. It's so freaking pretty, and something else that I knew I was gonna have to use today. That is a new brush that I got from Japanese. It's kind of like a small flat top, angled flat top, and I'm gonna use that to apply the blush. It's such a pretty color. And when I put it on, it immediately makes me feel like I've been in the sun and tanned up and glowy. It's so pretty. But yeah, so back to the braces. I'm definitely going to share my journey. You're probably going to hear weird speech or me collecting saliva in my mouth. It's definitely I'm getting used to it. But no complaints, and I'm gonna go in depth about the process and everything in future videos, so don't worry if you care. It's not a completed process right now. I only have my top row braced up. All right, I'm gonna set my concealer with this Huda Glowish Luminous Press Powder. This is in the shade guess what? It's in the shade Deep Tan, and I love this. I love this stuff so much. I think I saw somewhere that I know, I don't know what her name is, the lady, the face of Huda. I know she's back to being the CEO, and I heard that she's probably gonna discontinue or is going to discontinue the Glowish line. This powder is the only item that I have from the Glowish line. And I love it. So I don't know, but I can see why people wouldn't be interested in this line. It is very glowy. Not everybody wants to look like that. All right, we're setting our creams with powder, and I'm gonna set the rest of the face with the Say Air Set. It was kind of like a last minute decision because I don't use this stuff because I don't really like it, but it did a really good job at setting my entire face. I complain about this stuff all the time. I don't like it. It's overpriced. I bought the wrong color. Look at how difficult it is for me to get product out onto the cap. And it's not even a lot of product. Like, it's just a little bit of powder. And I don't know. There's just nothing special about it. I do prefer it to... usually when I buy powders, I'm just really trying to set my concealer. It was too deep for me to set my concealer with, so I use it on the rest of my face, and it does a good job here. It was actually perfect here because I was looking more shinier than I wanted to look, and this did kind of bring the shine down, and my face does feel set. So I'm definitely going to finish this, but I'm definitely not going to repurchase it. And I'm definitely a loose powder girly. I prefer a loose powder. I feel like I have so much better control and know more of what I'm doing with the loose powder rather than a pressed powder. I don't know. I'm just not good at pressed powders. What do you guys prefer? A pressed powder or a loose? I feel like I'm better with the loose powders. Like, I have more control over what I'm putting on my face, and I think that that's necessary when you have dry skin. My alternative to this right now is the Sephora Micro Smooth, and it's like I can't tell if I'm putting enough on my face because I don't know if I'm picking up enough on the brush. It's just, I don't know. Press is a little difficult to use for me. Let me know your thoughts. All right, I like to set down my base once I feel like it's completed before I move on to eyes. So I'm going in again with the thread Hydro Matte. And this is cool. It's not taking the life out of my face. I like it. All right, I'm speeding up brows as per usual. Girl, I had the NYX Lift and Snatch in my hand, but I went from my Makeup Revolution pencil, which is one of my favorite pencils. I've been using the NYX Lift and Snatch every day. I've been doing my brows, and this is why I have a makeup collection, because I can't do the same thing over and over and over again. That makes me feel nuts. So I need change from time to time. So I switched it up today, going back in with the thread to highlight the brow. And then to set the lid, I'm going to use Pat McGrath on the lid. Yes, Pat McGrath, the same two concealers I use under my eye, I'm now using on my eye. Getting that press onto the lid, and then I'm going to set it with the same powder that I used to set under my eye. All right, y'all. So I returned my Natasha Denona and went and got this $8 Makeup Revolution palette from Marshall's, and I absolutely love her. This is it. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that so on theme with my little vacation vibe? This is the Tammi X Makeup Revolution Twilight something. I'll put it up on the screen. It's absolutely beautiful. I saw it at Marshall's and I was like, bro, you're on a low palette buy. You don't need this $8 palette. But there's something so, and I did put it down. But then when I got Natasha Denona and hated it, and then went back to Marshall's, and it was there untouched, I felt like it was made for me. I'm going into that deep brown. It's called Coconuts. And we're going to kind of do like a floating cut crease, a soft one. I'm using one of my Bratz brushes from Walmart. But yeah, the color story just looks like it's made for a black girl. And there's just something so special about that. A lot of palettes just don't think about darker skin tones. And it's just so obvious. And it's just so nice to see a palette with all these deep tones. And, you know, to me, I register it as like a palette made for a black girl because Tammi is black. She's a beautiful UK baddie. She's awesome. I've had great interactions with her. She's popping, and she did a really good job with this palette. But there's just something very nice and comforting to see a palette. Look at how pigmented, like so pretty. See a palette with these deep tones, and it's just nice. It's just good. Sometimes I see palettes and I'm like, bro, that is a white woman's palette. Like, no shade, no, nothing crazy, but it is what it is. I remember I got so excited when Makeup by Mario re-released the Ethereal Eyes. And then I went to Sephora to kind of like swatch it up, look at it before I made a final decision. And I'm like, bro, this palette is boring and sleepy. And it does not look like it considers my skin tone. Like, obviously I can wear a palette like that, but there's no versatility in a palette like that for me. So I think Tammi did a really good job with this palette. It's very beautiful. I love all the deep tones, all the sunny tones. The theme is crazy cool. Like, on vacation with the sun going down, it's just sexy. It's a vibey vibe, and I like it a lot. My brushes are dirty, and I'm just hanging on by my backup brushes. That is a Makeup by Yolanda fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into this brown. It's called Tan. It's very, very pretty. And I'm going to use that to blend out the deep coconut winged crease that I have going on, and it's perfect. I really like my Playing in Makeup by Yolanda's brushes. That double-ended blue brush that I use for my base is amazing, and this is a blending set. And one of my boos on here She just posted her brush collection, or her favorite brushes, and I really enjoyed her video. I'm gonna put it in my description box. And she said something very interesting. She said that she likes kind of like a scratchy, pokey brush because she feels like it helps blend better. And that's exactly what these Playing In Makeup by Yolanda blending brushes are. They are a little scratchy, but in the way to blend your shadows, not in an irritating way. I generally don't like scratchy. I don't like pokey. I kind of really dislike my Blend Bunny brushes because of that. I find them to be a little too pokey and stiff. But these are a little scratchy, but again, in a way that benefits the shadows. So this set is crazy. The mattes in this palette are really nice and blend very well. I actually like Makeup Revolution. Like, look at how that tan color is so pretty and a perfect transition for me. I love it. You know what this look reminds me of? I actually really want to go see Dune 2, and that's what it's giving. It's giving like desert, sand. Like, I think one of the shades in here is called Sand. And I was really attracted to the top row of browns and neutrals. A very good job on this palette. The mattes are awesome. The shimmers are a little questionable. They're kind of like this weird putty formula that I have to get used to. But Makeup Revolution is not the best formula, but it's a formula that I can work with. I'm going to take that same brush I just blended with, and I'm going to go into the shimmers called Candlelight, and I want it in my brows. So I'm going to attempt to highlight my brow bone with it. Again, this shimmer formula is odd. It's not like anything I'm used to from Makeup Revolution, but I am familiar with this putty. It was in another palette and I knew it was trash. But when it comes to certain formulas, it's really about your techniques and kind of just using the formulas the way that they want to be used rather than you want to use them. So that's really all it is. And I always say I prefer drugstore to high end. I feel like high end just kind of overcomplicates things. And drugstore is a little bit more straightforward. All right, I am taking the same brush that I used to apply the deep coconut shade, and I'm gonna go into this red orange. It's called Afterglow, and it's actually really pretty. I tend to stay away from like the warm side of the rainbow. Like, those aren't my favorite colors, reds and oranges and stuff, but this is really pretty and wearable, and it has all these pretty gold sparkles in it. This one's a win. I like this one a lot, and this is a really pretty soft, wearable daytime work look. Not doing too much at all, but just enough not to keep me bored. So I love it a lot. I'm going to do that to both eyes. All right, once that orangey shade or that reddish shade is on both lids, I'm going to go into this light gold shimmer with a Japanese circle brush, and I'm going to throw that in my inner corner. I love this look so much. It's so soft and glowy. I'm going to blend the two shimmers together with my same brush that I've been blending with. After a little bit of assessment, I want to get rid of the extra glitter that is on the crease. So I take a liner brush and try to like get the glitter off. It's not very successful, but I tried. All right, I finally got the melt potted liners. I'm going to use it today on a Spectrum liner brush, which is dirty. It had black glitter on it. I had to wipe it off on my Sigma switch. And I'm going to do a brown wing liner. This is the brown one in the color Spliff, and I do like it. And then I use this Sephora liquid shadow It's in the color Magnetic. It's just a very true gold. And I'm going to go in with a different brush, a liner brush, and I'm going to use it as a liner on my inner corner. This is a very pretty gold color. I need to use it more. I really liked it on my inner corner. Very glowy and warm. All right, with a fluffier brush than I should be using, I'm going to take a bit of the tanned color that I used to transition the deep color, and I'm just going to throw that on the lower lash line. I just want a diffused, pretty, doesn't really show up, but kind of gives that hazy vibe that I was going for. All right, mascara is the Essence Lash Princess in Brown Black. I keep telling y'all I don't know how I feel about brown mascara, but I keep using it. I don't think it's meant for me. And then Essence Fix It Like a Boss Brow Gel. And here we are trying to choose a lip. I'm going to use the Fenty Gloss Bomb Heat in Hot Chocolate. I'm not the biggest fan of Fenty Gloss Bombs, but I do really like this color. I think it's really pretty, but I also don't like plumping glosses. This is very difficult to do with the braces on. It's hard. I'm going to highlight with Rare Beauty's none other than The Sun. How beautiful is that? It's a really pretty yellow gold highlighter. I don't know, with some oil or something in my component. But I mentioned this before, the Rare Beauty highlighters are stunning. This one's no different. All right, we're going to get that applied to the face and get the glowing. And I obviously really like what I achieved here today. I'm going to set everything down one more time with this Revolution Sport Fix spray. I don't recommend it. It's literally just like water. I'm trying to get rid of it. I feel like it's never ending. I use so much setting spray, and I feel like I have so much left in that bottle. Scent of the day is one of my favorite perfumes in my collection. It's Juliet Has a Gun Magnolia Bliss. This is so good. I have to buy a big boy soon. I'm not really one for floral scents. I mean, I like rose, I like lavender, but outside of that, I'm just like, But this is just the bliss in the name of Magnolia Bliss. It's just so euphoric and energizing and bright and sunny. It's a really good work perfume, and it makes me feel like turned up and euphoric and happy. So I love it. That's the look, boys and girls. Let me know if you think I look like I've been on somebody's beach for a couple of days. I think I do, and it's giving what I needed to give. I love you all so much. Thank you again for being here. Comment, like, and sub. Peace and love. Have a good day. Bye-bye.